The Bitcoin bulls didn't manage to close the daily candle above the $47,000 yesterday, and this means that we now have a confirmed breakout, not only out of our symmetrical triangle on the 4-hourly time frame. No, we also have a breakout that is not confirmed yet, but we definitely have a breakout out of our rising broadening wedge on the daily time frame. So we have two bearish chart patterns that just broke out during the last 24 hours and definitely have lower price targets than the prices we have seen with the yesterday's dump. So do we have to expect that Bitcoin is actually going to form lower lows now, and we won't be able to close this weekly candle that actually closes in 4 days already above our 8-year support and resistance? Or do we have a few other things in the chart that actually could help us to continue this bullish movement to the upside? I will let you guys know exactly what we can expect from the Bitcoin price during those 4 days, and especially what the Bitcoin bulls have to achieve during the next 24 hours for us to even have a chance to achieve those bullish scenarios. I will definitely jump into the charts in 1 second and explain to you exactly what I'm seeing. Other than that, I will also give you an update on my trades, and I will let you know when it's time to open up new long positions in my opinion. And other than that, I would always appreciate it if you could smash a like on this video. The last video reached almost 200 likes. The video before that reached 200 likes, so maybe we can reach 200 likes on this video again. I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel, if you would activate the bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads, and definitely make sure to also leave a comment down below and share the video with your friends. This supports me the most. But let's not talk too much, let's just jump right into the charts. If we go ahead and look at the smaller time frames, like I already mentioned, I mean, we saw this confirmed breakout on the 4-hourly time frame to the downside. We saw on the daily time frame a break out to the downside, but we have actually one thing that could save us here, and it is actually the daily EMA ribbons, guys, because the breakdown target of this beautiful rising broadening wedge was pretty much already reached yesterday. As you guys can see, the price target of a rising broadening wedge, which is a bearish chart pattern. So on a breakout to the downside, we expect the price to drop down to the beginning of the rising broadening wedge, so around this level over here. And as we can see, this price level was perfectly reached. So we already reached the price target of our rising broadening wedge. If we go ahead and we move to the smaller time frames, and we, for example, also take a look at this 4-hourly time frame here, and we take a look at the breakdown target of this symmetrical triangle, we can already see that also this symmetrical triangle breakout target was almost reached with the wick. But since this pretty much is only a liquidation and stop loss wick, so it's not really real price, it is real price movement, but it's not price movement that is happening because of the charts. Let me say it like this: we cannot really count this wick as real price action. So we still have to expect that the bears want to retest this price level once again, at least in my opinion. If this retest should be unsuccessful and we would form a lower low, this would definitely mean in my books that there is no chance in the world that we will close this weekly candle bullish above the 8-year support and resistance. And this would also mean, I will show you in a second on the bigger time frames, that we could see a drop down to $23,000. But I mean, we still have 4 days left, and the only thing I'm really looking out for, and this can already happen in the next 24 hours, is that on the 4-hourly candles with our next correction, we need to form a higher low. We need to form a higher low on the 4-hourly time frames at least, so we have a chance of breaking the very important $47,800 level to the upside, which is not only the exact price level of the support and resistance of our symmetrical triangle. No, this is also the exact price level of our 7 or of our 8, almost 9 years support and resistance line. This line also exactly lays at $47,800. So this is the level we have to break to the upside in the next couple of days, so in the next 4 days and 15 hours. And if we are not able to establish a higher low on the 4-hourly candles in the next few hours, actually in the next 24 hours, this will get nearly to impossible to bring the price back above this level. So the next 24 hours will be very important for the Bitcoin price. We definitely have to keep an eye on them. And one thing that is also very true is that we are still not closing a weekly candle inside the weekly EMA ribbons. I think as soon as we close a weekly candle inside the weekly EMA ribbons, I'm expecting a drop down to $23,000. I actually expect that this bull run would be over, because then we fail to break above the 8-year support and resistance on the weekly time frame. We see another weekly candle closing inside of our weekly EMA ribbons, and normally, you know, this would already be a fairly bad sign for this bull run, because as you can see, the weekly candles closing and opening inside the weekly EMA ribbons here. As we can see, weekly charts closing and opening inside the weekly EMA ribbons. Yeah, we saw a big dump. Let's go more back into the past. Again, weekly candles closing and opening, big dump, yeah, inside the weekly EMA ribbons. Again, weekly candles closing and trading inside the weekly EMA ribbons, big dump. And in the bull run, as we guys can see, the weekly candles only retest the weekly EMA ribbons. They never close or open inside of the weekly EMA ribbons. So if we don't want to have a confirmed bear market here, we definitely have to make sure that no weekly candle closes inside the weekly EMA ribbons. So a lower low would be fatal for the Bitcoin price in any case. So this is really what I'm keeping an eye on in the next 24 hours. Because the next 24 hours will definitely decide if we see a new lower high, a higher low, or if we are going to see a lower low, and this lower low would result for sure in this weekly candle closing inside the weekly EMA ribbons. And then I think it's definitely time to close all longs, to make a hard stop in a kind of way, and just wait till we see a reversal. As you guys remember, in the last bear phase, exactly at this point I mentioned that I won't open any new long trades anymore. And the first time that I came back, I also took a 2-month YouTube video break actually at that time. And when I came back exactly at this point here, I came back at $29,800, uploaded a video and made a Telegram post. Guys, I'm long again. And since then we are only perfectly pumping, and we exactly skipped this whole bear phase and didn't try to long any dumps. So the exact same thing I will do here as well. If we close inside the weekly EMA ribbons, I will definitely wait till we see a confirmed bullish reversal before starting to trade again, because I still also have my HODL portfolio, so I won't miss out on anything anyways, even if we pump without anybody expecting it. Either way, guys, I would really appreciate it if you could smash up a like on this video. Let's reach 200 likes again. Leave a comment down below what you think of this video. Make sure to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And I would really appreciate it if you could share this video with the share function. This supports me the most. Other than that, I will see you guys maybe in the evening in another video, depending on what the Bitcoin price does, or as always in tomorrow's daily upload.